I'm talking to you, jailer. Stop calling me a prisoner. Let me with me doubting be the first to cast a stone. Mr. Jailer, yeah. Mr. Jailer, man. Yeah, this is Jack Shaw. You tuned into Po Politickin, man. .com live. We say keep it real, man. Music to the world. The universal cure to the world. I'm coming at you, baby. Enough love out there. To all my ladies. See you soon. Okay? Keep loving it. Support the music. Thanks, man.
I get toe up under city lights. I get toe up under city lights. Toe up under city. I get toe up under city lights. I get toe up under city lights. Toe up under city lights. Toe up under city lights. I get toe up under city lights. Toe up under city. I get toe up under city lights. I get toe up under city lights. Toe up under city lights. Toe up under city lights.
I'm rolling in my ride, my eyes real chinky. Hit 145 by like 12 Twinkies. Today a good day. I know, don't jinx it. I will keep a Smith just like Jay Pinkett. Baby, without blinking, I do it my way. I shit on folks, the opposite of arcade. I'm rude, pardon me. I'm too hood, dot on your mind all the time like new ERA. Who am I? That nigga too fly. My mama gave birth on Continental Airlines. I ain't lying. I'm back, boy. You hit the backboard. I'm all swish. Make a memo on your blackboard. This class here, nigga, is for the underground. UGK, Doc and Meth, locking the summer down. And I ain't playing games, homie, so get it right. Cause I get toe up under city lights.
I get toe up under city lights. Toe up under city. I get toe up under city lights. I get toe up under city lights. Toe up under city lights. Toe up under city lights. I get toe up under city lights. Toe up under city. I get toe up under city lights. I get toe up under city lights. Toe up under city lights. Toe up under city lights.
I dropped in 95, now I'm on 95. South in the dirty, been riding dirty since dirty died. I get it early, my nigga, heard me, I'm certified. And when I ride, I'm with Reggie Noble, New Jersey Drive. I make it happen, homie. I take you back when I was wearing ponies, and the more the niggas was snapping on me. How many rappers know me? I know what cash on me. Face Sisters game, I take it in holy matrimony. And now can't nothing hold me. I fucks with UGK. Some dudes is more like Kobe, I'm more like Rudy Ray. You either in it pimpin' or you just in the way. I love this life that I'm living, your shit could end today. Two things to know about me, I guess I'll never change. Can keep this money like Southern Cali, it never rains. And I ain't playing games with you, so get it right. And I get toe up under city lights.
I get toe up under city lights. Toe up under city. I get toe up under city lights. I get toe up under city lights. Toe up under city lights. Toe up under city lights. I get toe up under city lights. Toe up under city. I get toe up under city lights. I get toe up under city lights.
R.I.P. to the pit. It's for you, baby, bro. For the king of the trailers up in this bitch. Drop the top and I hit the switch. You see my leather seats tucked and stitched. Texas nigga, we getting rich. Fuck a hater, ain't fuck a snitch. G-code nigga, we don't love the po-po. No more swag, ain't past the dodo. We keep it super tight like pants and Soho. I'm about my doho, so don't play with my bread, man. I be trying to stop the violence nowadays, so instead of popping the trunk and grabbing that chopper, putting that K to your head, I'd rather be laying up in the bed with your baby and make getting head. Yeah, my Cadillac car is candy painted, dripping like burning dick. My steering wheel is wood grain, I grip it and turn it quick. I'm riding bold, black with yellow stripes like a Steeler. And as far as the rims go, I'm an 84 wheeler, a slab peeler. When I mesh out in the caddy, leaning back up on the leather, man, and smoking on the fatty. This UGK for life, if you ain't know, you better get it right. Why?
I get toe up under city lights. I get toe up under city lights. Toe up under city. I get toe up under city lights.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Know you feeling that? I know you feeling that. I kept listening. I listened to like 3 times in a row before I even started the show. I like that. That's that Redman, Method Man, City Lights featuring Bun B off the Blackout 2 album. So make sure you chop that up. Go get that. Shit hard. I like that. And this is Po Politickin with me on Po Politickin. How you doing? How you living? I'm good. Hope you doing the same. Hope you doing good too. Before I get started, let me give a shout out to some of my homies out there. First, my homeboy Monty at murphnader.com. Make sure you check him out. Then my homie C-Town at turboseed.net. And also my homie CS at dreamsblends.com. And also I got some homegirls out there that be doing their thing on the blogs too. Make sure you check them out. Kitty Bradshaw, that's my homie.com. And then thenewjack.com, that's my people, so check them out. And also make sure you check me out, popolitickin.com. Volume 5 featuring Jaden the Cure's R&B Baby Making Edition. You know, all y'all that want them April's babies, you know, I got you. So you want an April's baby, listen to this mixtape. It's dropping real soon. It'll probably be out by the time this show is out, so it'll be on the site. And also make sure you subscribe to the email list if you want to get updates automatic. If the web mixtapes come out, you want to get them, cop them just like that, I email them to you. And before I get started with the show, today's guest is like, you know, he's an icon in hip hop. Crazy Legs from the Rocksteady crew. You know, I told him on the interview, I said, man, like I probably watch you breakdance before I even listen to, you know, rap. Cause I don't even, you know, I was like probably like 3 or 4 when all those movies came out, like the Wild Style, Star Wars, Beat Street. So like I said, I probably watched that before I even started really understanding rap music. So like I said, I think it was an honor for me to do the interview with him. But before I get to go to the interview, my homie Period, he wanna get on the show because he wanted to talk about, you know, we had a lot of tragic, you know, deaths happen past couple weeks. We had Farrah Fawcett, Billy Mays, Michael Jackson, and Stephen McNair. So homie Period told me hit him up because we're gonna converse about, you know, our opinions and be right back. So just stay tuned. All right, what up, y'all? Welcome back. I'm chilling with the homie Period. What's good, man?
Hey, what's going on? Hey, skinny chick, thick chick, fat chick, yay! So, call me OJ the Juice Man, nigga, today.
What you been up to, man? It's been a long time.
Nah, man, I've been trying to, man, I got this legal battle going on. My attorney's working on the case or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's all good.
All right, man. I was telling them that I called you up because, man, we had a couple, you know, last couple weeks, man, we had a lot of tragic deaths, man. First, it was Farrah Fawcett. How you felt about her?
Yeah, Farrah Fawcett was bad, man. I got these pictures of her on my computer or whatever. She was right, Joe, but like, you know what I'm saying? I keep it real though. I really feel it until after she was dead. Cause Biggie said you ain't nobody till somebody kill you, and cancer killed her, so she's somebody now. That's what's up though.
Whatever.
Oh shoot.
What's up? What you think about Billy Mays?
That's like OxyClean dude, huh? And that nigga had a clean goatee, though. I tell you that.
I really didn't know who he was, but it seemed like a lot of people, I mean, just by going off the Twitter and the Facebook and everything, it seemed like a lot. I guess he had a show on HBO called Pitchman, and a lot of people watched that show.
Commercials too, though. He did a lot of commercials and stuff.
No, but he had a TV show where they showed how he got to the commercial. Like I guess on a TV show, like people will come to him pitching products, and he'll go test them out, and then like if it's good, then they go to the infomercials.
Oh, okay, yeah, I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, so a lot of people liked him, so you know. And then what you feel like about Stephen McNair, man? I think that was real messed up, man. Sound like he was messing with a crazy chick, huh?
Don't you ever get too comfortable? Yo, girls is crazy, yo.
Nah, I felt like on Martin, you didn't know she was crazy.
I think he was
deranged. You remember that? You know, Martin, he was like, you didn't know she was crazy, deranged. You got to peep out them signs, man. Cause how it sound right now? It sound like a murder-suicide, right?
Yeah, that's what it looked. That's what it looked like.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Last, you know, the biggest thing going around right now about MJ, man. How you feel about his whole situation?
I I just say rest in peace, man. Greatest entertainer ever lived. Despite the like they say, man, you're innocent till you proven guilty in America. So he just lost. The world just lost like a icon and a legend.
So did you watch the memorial?
Yeah, I watched most of it, man. I missed the Usher one. That's the only one I missed. So I was at work while it was on. Somebody was hating on me while I was watching it.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, man. Make sure y'all go to Amani's his Murph Nadir page and you can get the Michael Jackson tribute he did. But yeah, I mean,
yo, go to Period tribute page on Twitter.
I don't know. So how you feel like what people been saying about him? Like you feel like it's been a lot of haters, or I don't really think it's been haters, man. I think it's two sides. Like some people they gonna see him in a good light, and some people gonna see him in a bad light, and that's life. Like everybody is not gonna see him as a good person.
Yeah, man. Everybody. No, I don't think it's been that many haters. Not as many haters he had when he was alive. So you know, it's like one of those things, man. It's like they either love him or they hate him. Most people love him. So you know, what they say, you ain't nobody if nobody hating on you. So
yeah,
don't worry about it.
And then back to what you were saying, man, like how you were saying what Biggie said, man. You're nobody till somebody kills you, man. I feel that's true, man. That's why I feel like you should always, like, if you got people close to you in your life, you should always show love to them, because it's like don't tell me you love me after I'm dead and shit. You know what I'm saying? Show me you love me now while I'm living, shit. It don't matter after I'm dead.
Exactly. So yeah, now you see, like they were saying, they brought up some comments about the family though, because like, you know, when he was alive, man, they all had their little public beefs, probably had their little side beefs, so they all looked like they was on one accord yesterday at the memorial. So it was like, it's kind of like a good thing. Maybe they all was like trying to like bring it together. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Don't let death bring you together. You know what I'm saying? Let life bring you together. Shit. Don't let somebody die and bring your family closer. You try to get close before that person passed away.
They don't look like they all had dollar signs in their eyes under them glasses, though. I mean, that's just me, though. My TV probably was messed up or something.
You heard about Joe Jackson, though? I guess Joe Jackson, he gonna start like this little hip-hop thing, like a little boot camp, because he's trying to bring back real hip-hop. Joe Jackson. I'm like, fool, how you gonna bring back real hip-hop if you ain't do hip-hop, fool? You did R&B.
Nah, he ruled them with an iron fist.
Yeah, he trying to do rap now? I was like, what?
That dude he need to hang it up. Hey, there's a reason why he wasn't in the wheel, so I don't know what he trying to do. Shoot.
All right, man. So I'm about to go into the show. Gotta go and wrap it up. You got anything you want to leave the listeners with?
Yeah. Don't stop till you get it. Remember the time. Oh, my fault, y'all. I had a little flashback, relapse or whatever. But hey, it's Period. You know how I do it.
Alright, y'all, we gonna go to the homie past guest, Willie North Pole, his track, that Vegas Lights. We played City Lights earlier, so we're gonna play Vegas Lights. Be right back with the Crazy Legs interview on Po Politickin.
Just woke up. Haters, don't get mad. It was just a dream. Let's make some good music. I promise y'all a classic. Willie North Pole to connect. Just left LA. The homie Luda just won a Grammy, so niggas headed straight to Vegas on this one. Yeah, I'm out the hood, so it's good to spit that fly shit. Yeah. I'm in a stretch limo with the pimps and players. Fight night, catch your boy chillin' in Vegas. Life of a mobster, chewing on lobster. I'm still neighborhood driver, carry the chopper. Hit the crap table, Willie picking his guap up. Can't wait to hit the hood and pick my block up. Can't knock a young nigga pulling his stock up. Find him in a small country, Willie a pop up. Remember back in the days I was wearing Dickies. Now I'm fucking bitches like Nicole Richie. Paris is calling, Willie is ballin'. I'm still a hood nigga, put my dick in all of them. America's top model bottles. Fucking America's nightmare with the media right there. Went from a drop-by, yes, to a fly guy. Feel like big when he blue, I'm bigger than you. Yeah. now the West can breathe. I'm what Phoenix and Vegas and LA needs. I just left the meeting with LA Reid. The best thing out the West is LA weed. Remember the lil homies wanna borrow the coupe. The West Crown is open, let me borrow that Snoop. You still a big homie, so no disrespect. But the lil homie bout to go straight for the neck and become the big homie and go straight for the check. The underdog chasing the best. Give me the belt, the champ is here. I came from the rear. I'm stuck in the war zone, no time to fear. It's time for me to shine, the time is here. Like the Vegas lights is blind and clear. And it was God's touch when they came and signed me. Y'all got gangs, I got states behind me. New Mexico, Denver, them niggas is grimy. The four corner states is where you can find me. Southwest rider, neighborhood survivor. The first Broadway nigga with a driver. What the fuck? Can't believe that shit, man. Southside, what up? Four corners, what up? The states is with me, baby. That's power, nigga. Yeah.
Welcome back to Po Politickin, chilling with the legend Crazy Legs. How you doing today, man?
I'm good, bro. Chilling, working hard on the Rocksteady anniversary.
Yeah, I was reading you the president of the Rocksteady crew, right?
I'm sorry?
I said I was reading that you're the president of the crew, right?
Yes, I am. I'm definitely not one of the founders. That title deserves to belongs to a few other people, you know. So I don't really, a lot of people try to label me as a founder, which I'm really not.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you, man. This is what I want to tell you, cause I was born in '82, so like all those breakdancing movies, like I remember watching them, but I was like 3 or 4. But I think like that was my first glimpse of hip hop, cause I think I watched that before I actually started listening to hip hop and stuff. So it's kind of like my first taste, man. Got me addicted.
Yeah, man, my first jam got me addicted, man. You know, once you see it, it's like hard not to get engulfed in it, especially as a shorty, man. Because all that raw energy and excitement and getting props and being recognized by the ladies is kind of alright.
All right. So the first thing, man, just in case we had somebody that hasn't been around hip hop for 32 years, can you just tell us about yourself a little bit more?
Well, I started b-boying in 1977. My introduction to my dancing was my introduction to hip hop as a whole. So when I got into hip hop, it was really about appreciating all aspects of hip hop. 6 years later, after developing my style and some moves, I had already gotten into a few crews like the Bronx Boys and Rocksteady crew. We started performing through a man named Henry Chalfant, who kind of discovered us in terms of like something to present to the commercial world. That led to a couple of documentaries which springboarded into performances and movies like Beat Street, Flashdance, and Wild Style. So with all those things led to touring and basically setting the foundation for what became the hip-hop industry today, as well as what is recognized as real hip-hop culture, because I definitely don't get the two twisted when it comes to like what's industry and what's culture.
Okay, what do you feel like? What's
a long time, man. hard to wrap it all up in a short paragraph.
Right, because you've been doing it so long. What I was gonna say, what are you like? You was talking about the industry and the culture. Can you break that down? Like, what's the difference to you?
Well, the thing is that there's a certain approach when it comes to the industry. There's a certain way you present, even in presenting your art. Even if you are a diehard hip hop head, there is a compromise when you're performing for people that are want to be entertained in a certain way, and so a lot of that is watered down for the, I would say, it's kind of like a dummy-proof kind of entertainment. So it's really general, and it's really like kind of in your face, not necessarily the type of thing that you can sit there and figure out, based on your knowledge of real hip hop. So you kind of have to like spoon feed certain people because they really don't care about hip hop. And if you're into the industry aspect of it, you got to make it kind of simple for them to just have a good time. And that's all good. I just try to hope and try to promote for a balance within between the two.
All right. And then I was reading. You just mentioned it earlier. You were saying you're the president of the Rocksteady crew. Can you tell us how the crew got started?
The crew was started on or about 1977 by some young brothers in the Bronx, young teenagers, not even adults yet. And they originally had a crew called the Fantastic Four, but more people wanted to become part of that crew, so they put together, they were actually after Fantastic Four, since people wanted to be a part of it, they were like, okay, let's change the name, let's call it the Rock Dance Crew, because this dance was also called rockin' at one point. And they didn't like the flow of the Rock Dance Crew because it just didn't sound right to them, and from a certain ideology, they also felt like, we got to make this something that people can keep alive. So the word, steady and rock steady crew, and the family, coming together to do it together and keep it alive. That's how they came up with the name.
Okay, now I'm gonna say, I know like most crews, y'all, you got rules and guidelines everybody should follow. Did y'all have any?
Back then, you had to battle. You definitely had to battle to get into Rocksteady. There always has to be some sort of chemistry, or else, what's the use, man? What's the use in being down with a crew and being nasty, and you don't get, being nasty at your art and you don't get along with anyone? It's just going to lead to drama and headaches. So we kind of have for Rocksteady a process where people just get to know each other for at least 6 months before they can even get into Rocksteady, and then we take a vote. And this is also taken into consideration that they have some sort of ability or potential within whatever skill they have, whether it be writing, DJing, MCing, or b-boying, or b-girl, and whatever. And then after that process is over, I set up a battle for them, which nobody knows when that battle is going to happen except for the person that I choose to battle them, and that's it. And then we just make it happen one day as a surprise to everyone, and that's kind of like the rite of passage into Rocksteady.
Okay. And also, I was reading that y'all was down with the Zulu Nation.
Now, Rocksteady isn't in a part of Zulu Nation. Rocksteady stands on its own, although certain members in Rocksteady are members of Zulu as well. We're not part of, as an organization, we're not part of Zulu. I used to be in Zulu. I'm still a big supporter of Zulu, especially Africa Bambaataa. But, my focus is mainly Rocksteady crew. We do a lot of things within Rocksteady that were inspired through Bambaataa's teachings and things like that. When it comes to doing for the community, I throw a lot of food drives, which during the Rocksteady anniversary, our concert is actually called Rocksteady for Life, meaning, being a member for life. And, when you get into this, it's kind of like a life commitment, as well as being a member of Rocksteady and doing for people that can't provide so much for themselves during hard times.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that question too. I was gonna say, like, if when you were saying about the nonprofit and the food drives, have y'all always been doing that, or is that something like y'all just started? Because it was reading like.
Nah, I've been doing that for a long time, bro. I throw this event every year that since basically for like 15 years, and it's called Yes We Can Food Drive.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been doing that for a long time. It started with Well, actually, myself and Barbito Barbito Garcia came up with the name Yes We Can. And that was inspired by the fact that it was a canned food drive, and and one of his favorite records back in the days was by the Treacherous 3, and it was called Yes We Can. So it had, hip hop meaning. I think it's always like hip hop inspired as well as some other thing that has to do with the name. They try to have little twists and turns here and there. But so right now with our food drive, we're actually doing a logo contest for our concert, which is Rock Steady for Life logo contest on my website, and that's crazylegsworkshop.com. And being that we don't do events to make money when it comes to giving back to the community, it's just a contest where people are going to get some shine, that their artwork will be displayed behind all these artists that are going to be performing at the concert. And, if they happen to be in the city, they get mad love, carte blanche, or whatever they need, whatever they want, we'll bless them. We're just trying to make things happen.
Okay.
So, it's not a contest where we're going to be giving mad money, because there is no money in the fund. We're not funded or anything like that. So it's just whatever happens is usually out of my pocket.
Okay. I was going to say, can you tell me more about the anniversary? Because y'all on your 32nd one right now, right? It's coming pretty soon.
Yeah, man. When it comes to Rock Steady anniversary, for a lot of people, it's been kind of like their anniversary as well. So, people also see it as kind of like the pilgrimage to the Mecca of hip-hop. So it's above and beyond Rock Steady Crew. It's the opportunity to get in touch with the roots of where all this started. Although we do the concert in New Jersey now, most of what we do is in Manhattan. Most of the people stay in Manhattan, and they venture out into the outer boroughs and appreciate kind of like the vibe of where hip-hop started. And when they do come to the events, they have the opportunity to bump into like the most random pioneers or even celebrities that are just chilling on the low who really love hip-hop. And it's like, oh wow, that's Wesley Snipes over there chilling. Let me go say hi. And we don't do no VIP areas. We just have, for our events we have like a backstage area, but no VIPs. Because in my mind, when it comes to like hip-hop culture, you could be, if it's culture, you could be among the people and not worry about being sweated or stalked or anything like that. Because, for the most part, people are just being appreciated. You have your moments where people are trying to get a record deal. They think you could do more than you actually have power to do for them. So I see the artists being approached, but, I think they handle it well.
Yeah, I was going to say, too, I was reading it, you said the purpose of the anniversary is to symbolize the preservation of history and the hip-hop culture.
Yeah, as well as to recognize people who have made major contributions but weren't properly documented for their contributions, because maybe it was something that didn't have to do with selling units. So, definitely people that passed away that were in the Rock Steady Crew, that went on tour, went on the first hip-hop tour that helped to establish hip-hop are always recognized. So we kind of do it in their name, as well as like taking it back to the parks and throwing a free jam where you don't really get that anymore, and have like quality artists at the same time. So it is kind of a throwback, but we've also had the opportunity to present up and coming artists in New York. Like I was one of the first people in New York to ever have Goody Mob, Outkast, Fat Joe, Mad Lion, people that, a lot of people have come through the Rock Steady anniversary and have used that kind of as a springboard for their careers.
Because it's like they getting co-signed by real hip hop, so it's helping them out.
And what the thing is that for the most part, I would say 99% of the artists that have performed on our stage have been entertaining artists. They usually have shows. Normally you wouldn't book anyone that cannot perform on stage. I don't care how many units you sell. Your show got to be, you got to have some hype to your show. And we don't do the unless it's like at the very end of the show and people are just like a KRS-One starts pulling up MCs. We don't do like the whole posse on stage. It's very rare when you see that. Some hip hop heads just pulling on their homeboy just for the hell of it. We like to make sure that the audience is properly entertained and the focus is on the artist.
I was gonna say, so who's some of your favorite artists out there? Because I was reading this one interview you saying you like Jay-Z a lot.
Yeah, I've always liked Jay-Z. I think Jay-Z, for him being a commercial artist as well, has also maintained a nice balance between industry and doing underground, tracks as well. Nas is always a favorite. KRS is always a favorite. Even what's his name? Ludacris. I like Ludacris. There's a lot of people that I like. Dilated Peoples. I have a pretty diverse appreciation. I'm not the type of person that hates on commercial radio, although I have my criticisms of it. At the same time, I also have my criticisms. I could criticize the most self-righteous hip-hop head that thinks that everything, starts and ends at being a 100% hip-hop purist.
Yeah.
If we had our own little island and we didn't have to deal with anything else and we owned all the radio stations, okay, live that life.
Yeah, I was gonna just ask you too. I was gonna say, so what's your view, as far as from the MCing standpoint? What's your view on hip hop right now?
I'm not even gonna sit here and tell you that I'm on the grind to find all these new MCs and all that. I kind of rely on the young brothers and sisters that are around me in Rocksteady and the people I work with and teach to keep me up to date. Because like anything else, as you get older, you have other interests, and life to me isn't one big episode of Beat Street, so I'm not in the grind like that. I still live and do my thing when it comes to hip-hop on the majority of the time, but there's so much out there. How do you even attempt to stay on top of all of it? You can't have a job.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you too though. Like, you ever heard that one song? It had Andre 3000, Snoop, and Lil Wayne called Hollywood Divorce.
Nah.
Okay, yeah, it was basically just saying like how hip hop is now commercial and it's passed away. Do you think that same way? Like, we kind of lost it because it went too mainstream.
No, I don't know what circle. It all depends on where you're looking, okay, and who what you really care about. Because if they felt that way, they could have helped to bring up many more artists
instead of talking down, huh?
That are supporting hip hop culture, and just because you're not looking in a certain direction doesn't mean that it ain't right in front of your face. It's just what you choose to see. And the thing about it is, they are part of the machine. So for them to even say that is kind of like, you got to take blame as well if you feel that way.
Yeah, that's my whole thing too. That's why I kind of got mad at Nas when he did the Hip Hop Is Dead thing, because I'm like, okay, it's like now that you're done with it, you're like, it's dead. It's like, man, you gotta like keep it going for the youth. Like, you can't shit on it now, because you gotta keep it going. It's like you can't use it up then be like, oh, it's dead, I don't want it no more. So I kind of got mad at that.
But what Nas did for the well-informed, we get it, we understand what he's trying to say. But for the mass audience out there, they're gonna take his word because of how strong of a personality and celebrity he is. And how he's associated with the roots of, well, not necessarily the roots of hip hop, but he did come up appreciating and watching the roots of hip hop from his window in Queensbridge, and things like that going on. So I understand what he's saying, and he did go out there and say those that are really about, and I'm paraphrasing, but he said those, I don't have to explain this to a real hip hop head. And I get that, but I think he could have made it a lot more understanding to the people that will take it as something literal.
Yeah, I feel like what Jay be saying, like some of that stuff he be saying, he just be saying, but I ain't gonna go on that. But I was watching another interview you did, and you said that you one of your goals, you want to pass the art form to the next generation as well as other cultures. And I was thinking, can you talk about that a little bit?
Well, when Rocksteady Crew was given to me by the original president, whose name was Jimmy D, he told me, just keep it alive. And he told me that at the age of, what was that? I was I was only 14 years old when this crew was given to me.
I was like, how old were you when you got in the crew?
I got in the crew in '79 when I was 12 years old.
Okay.
So, that was big for me. I took that, and although I know, we were kids and stuff like that, and kids say certain things, but that's one of the things that I took, for the rest of my life as a mission. And part of keeping it alive is making sure that I'm nurturing other people to be able to run things if for some reason I'm not around. And we do have a whole group of young Rocksteady crew members. I'm washing my hands in the background, by the way. Sorry for the water.
All right.
So we do have a group of young people, younger generation Rocksteady crew members that are holding it down and kind of overseeing a lot more than I've let people oversee in the past. So I'm kind of letting go of a lot of responsibilities when it comes to continuing to develop the different members in Rocksteady, and I'm passing it on, some of those responsibilities on to others, but at the same time still guiding those people that I'm putting in leadership roles, because if we don't do things like that, our history becomes a mess.
Right. And also, it was the same interview. You said something else, man. I think you was talking about b-boying, but I think it had a deeper meaning. It just was a metaphor for life that I got. And you said, turn your mistakes into a work of art.
Oh yes. And that just comes from staying focused, man. Because if you think about it, sometimes you set out to do something, and when you have that one thing in mind that you set out to do, and you stumble upon something else, hopefully you'll have someone around you, or you'll take notice of the mistake that you made as a possibility for something else. Since we already have in our mind what we set out to do, we can always go back to it. But just don't lose that gem that might be right in front of your face because you're stuck on this one particular goal.
Yeah, I like that. That's right.
Sometimes the mission, the mission to reach a goal, may mean, a couple of stumbling blocks or things that are like thrown in your path, to also bring along towards reaching the end of your goal.
Right. And you had one more thing I liked about that interview too. Same interview. It was like a Red Bull interview you did or something, like a little Red Bull segment. It was that interview, but you was talking about individuality too. You say you try to teach that to people. I think that's like very important too, because like you were saying, like a lot of them try to copy other people's moves, but it's like you just gotta just be yourself sometimes, right?
Oh yeah, man. At the end of the day, you have to remember 10 years. I try to think of it like this: 10 years from now, how am I going to be remembered for my approach on this or the way I did that? What will people say? So it's kind of like, think about your legacy too, as you're being creative or as you're speaking, and remember that you're going to be judged on that. And if you're out there and your goal is to be a part of something like hip hop, which represents individuality and expression, but you choose to go out there as a clone of someone else, when people look at you, they're not going to think about you. They're going to think about that someone else that you were trying to emulate. So it's like, yeah, take what you get from someone else, but how do you make it your own? How do you redesign it? How do you put your thumbprint on it? I always tell people, in my classes, if you leave here looking like me, I have not done my job.
Right.
So you can't take a teaching approach when it comes to art, which is supposed to be an expression of yourself, from the perspective of making people think about you when they look at another person. That's something that they need to find out in an interview.
Yeah. Okay, I was gonna ask you this too. Like, where can the younger generation, where can they go? They want to learn more about b-boying and everything.
Well, I've been doing a lot of workshops lately. I just started, my new website, crazylegsworkshop.com. So I'm trying to get around. We have a lot of people in Rocksteady crew. People, on MySpace, we have MySpace page, which is MySpace.com/pioneer status, and you can find the different members of, it's only Rocksteady crew members there as friends. Someone's looking for different Rocksteady crew members to learn from, they could go to that page and find out who's teaching classes, or see if they want to just jot some, share some words with each other.
Okay, and I was reading about too, man. Like, you seem like you was like one of the first victims of the shady record business, man, with that one track.
Yeah, man.
What happened?
We was straight up.
What happened with that?
We were straight up robbed. I mean, that's kind of a long story, man. But long story short, they basically took the sticks and niggas from the streets and exploited them.
Yeah, that's why I was watching the video, and like you could just kind of tell by the video, it's like how they was doing it.
Yeah, we didn't. That was something like we didn't even enjoy doing.
You said it was like 1 million. They sold over 1 million copies too, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that let me know that the record business been shady all the way back there, 84, huh?
I can tell you exactly how much I made off the album and single and all that stuff, the 2 singles, or 3 singles. I made exactly $7,000.
Alright, so
yeah.
So I'm gonna wrap it up. This is gonna be the last question. I was gonna say, man, like, as a legend, in hip hop, what advice would you give to just anybody? You don't necessarily have to be a rapper or whatever. Just anybody that's trying to make a living off hip hop. What advice would you give them?
If you're trying to make a living off hip hop, you're kind of delusional. Because if you don't look at it as art first and culture, you're going to be very disappointed if you're not the flavor of the month or the flavor that a record exec is trying to sign. Or if you're not the dance style that works on stage.
So you saying you gotta do it for the love first, right?
Yeah, you gotta do it for love first and get that education and make sure that you got more than one hustle these days. You can't just have one hustle. That's delusional right there. Unless, I'm pretty fortunate to be in the position that I am in terms of being a pioneer, considered a pioneer. So that does help to generate work on its own. But, there are only so many pioneers and so many people that actually have multi-platinum or really high-selling units within their rap careers or anything like that. And there are only a handful of artists that are getting into art galleries with their artwork. So a lot of people, got to get their hustle on beyond the art.
Oh, hey, man, once again, I appreciate you coming through politicking with me.
No doubt, man. Anytime.
I was going to say, you want to tell them how to contact you or hit you up?
Yeah, no doubt. Just go to crazylegsworkshop.com, and you could also go to MySpace /pioneer status, and MySpace.com/pioneer status, and you'll find us.
Y'all ain't got no Twitter yet?
Nah, man, I can't. I'm not really.
That's the new school, man. It's new school right there.
I leave that for other people, but I think there's so much technology out there. I'm not trying to be in the rat race of chasing the next new thing. And I think, number one, I use these websites solely for promoting. But it's very rare when I put a personal thought on there. I'm down with, with my people. I like calling them and hearing their voice or getting together with them and chatting with them. When I go out to a club, I leave my phone in the car for the most part.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Because I don't want to go out to a social situation, to go onto my phone, to go into a social network, to let everybody know about what's going on in this social situation, which I'm being rude at because I'm on my social network. It's madness, bro. Your social network doesn't even allow you to be sociable.
Huh. I would say, so you got anything you want to leave listeners with?
Just rest in peace to Buck 4 Kudiaki, Kippy D, Frosty Freeze, Shy 147, Gandhi, all the brothers that helped to lay down the history of rock steady crew.
All right, y'all. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed the show. I enjoyed it. It's one of my favorites so far. And also, I want to give a shout out to my homegirl Dove. She been holding me down for a while now. Any of y'all artists out there need a good publicist, make sure you holler at her. You can Google her. She'll come up, Dove. And like I said, I'm about to roll out. Once again, shout out to the homie Crazy Lex for coming through. Shout out to the homie Period coming through. Politic with me. Y'all want to holler at me, get at me at popolitickin.com or email me popolitickin@gmail.com. I'll take care. Y'all take care. Y'all take care. Like I said, just stay posted. You know, keep doing it. I'm about to roll out with some B.O.B. I'm undecided on the track because there was a couple. I listened to his new mixtape he got, and there was a couple of tracks I got. But I'm leaning towards the one with Asher Roth and Charles Hamilton. I know Charles Hamilton. You know, he kind of got played weak for getting punched in the face, but he went off on this song. I don't know. But anyway, I'll holler. Y'all take care. Gone.
Introduce myself to all the haters that debate on what I do. Yeah, they in my face, but I fade away and shoot. I beat up the basket, that's the way I hoop. Yeah, just like a bottle of vodka, I'm absolute. The proof is in the product, I'm hotter, and that's the truth. I squish the competition with the bottom of my shoe, but competition is none, so what am I to do? And I was worth it, yeah, since they birthed me. But now I murder these verses, put them in hearses. I ate all the food on my plate, but I am thirsty. From open mics to flashing lights, I learned it. And what I learned is the game ain't for certain. So I live my life, I ain't worried, while I fly mile high behind curtains.
Came up from nothing, trapping in the apartment with a control suspect, living with my mama till I got busted. Down on my dick, made me start bad hustling. Motor crab working, Sun Valley money, 6 cell phone distributing to the junkie. Mac on the trap, got me getting to the money. Turn the war wanted, then I count up the hundred. Burglar bar trap, and a dime for the zombie. One trap car and it was mainly for the junkie. Been a damn man ever since I was a youngin'. Blue collar chain like it came from Yonkers. Cali Cola jury like my name was Willy Wonka. Came to the club, truck tall like a Tonka.
Jumbo, keep the game hot like a big pot of gumbo. Do dumb shit, but don't be thinking that I'm dumb, bro. Watch what you say, I hear it all like I'm Dumbo. You say you want a rumbo, is you dumb hoe? Toe to toe, you bound to stutter a stumbo. Take your tough talk down to a mumbo. It ain't going down in my house like Matumbo. But it's definitely an honor to light your scalp up for the money like I'm a brawner. Brother, I consider it a pleasure to break you down to minimum measure just for the leisure. Oh shit, my bad, I mean the leisure. Forgot who I was talking to like I got amnesia. Damn, back on the track again, the Mac is back again. Get the word out to them boys and tell them pack it in.